Oh, wow. Aledmys Diaz has been called out. Oh, boy. Here we go.
We have to go back to April to see Adam Hamari ejecting Mark Kotsay over a pitch clock violation. So what will happen this time?
The Sox in Oakland against the Athletics at the Coliseum.
Tony Kemp triples while double in an error to third base in the first inning, and he's about to try to score.
He's in there! Away from Alfaro. Here comes Kemp. He tries to elude Alfaro. Jumping tag. He missed. Oh, he got him! He called him out of the baseline? Out of the baseline.
As Kotsay comes out to argue the 3-foot issue, let's take a look at the rule.
It's Rule 5.09B.
Nicely done, Boston. Any runner is out when they run more than 3 feet away from their base path to avoid being tagged. A base path is established when the tag attempt occurs and is a straight line from the runner to the base they are attempting to achieve safely.
You've got 3 feet from the time the attempt of the tag is started. So from the time that Alfaro has the ball and starts his pursuit towards Tony Kemp, you've got 3 feet.
I want to compliment both broadcasts for doing quite well in citing this rule.
Tony Kemp is out of the baseline, and they're going to talk about it.
Just one tiny comment, it's a base path, not a baseline, but the gist of what they're saying is quite nice. The tag attempt begins when the fielder gains possession and makes their first move toward the runner. The catcher does that as the runner is barely in foul territory, just a matter of inches, really. So his base path is a straight line from that point to the plate, which you'll notice is marginally to the right of the actual baseline, the baseline coinciding with the foul line in this case.
And Mark Kotsay here in the first inning.
And in an empty building, you can hear pretty clearly how Mark Kotsay feels.
So let's take a look and try to answer the question. Did the runner go out of his base path more than 3 feet away to avoid the tag?
Like he did. Here you go.
To figure this out, we diagram the initial base path, the farthest point of deviation, and if the intersecting line between those two is more than 3 feet, that is out of the base path.
And as you can see, Mark Kotsay's irate.
The usual guide is fielder reach. We're diagramming the runner's distance as center of gravity. If you do it on feet alone, he's clearly out of the base path, and the question is whether that distance, the yellow line, is that more than 3 feet or not. If it is, the runner is out of his base path.
Mark Kotsay continues what is a one-way conversation after already being ejected by Adam Hamari.
A question for the players out there. I noticed Kemp stayed in foul territory right up until the catcher started the tag attempt, and that's what cost him, because if he moves into fair territory immediately upon leaving third base, then he's probably still within his base path if he does the same athletic move.
Yeah, we'll have to look at the replay here. I think Kotz has some room for argument there.
Obviously, his lead is in foul ground on the pitch, but I'm curious from a player's perspective, would it make any sense for him to move to fair territory when he sees the balls fielded in foul ground? Or is the pitcher covering a big consideration too? As you can probably tell, the out of the base path rule doesn't care about any of this, and that's where the out call comes from.
That was a wild play.